Students, let us understand this problem Irodov 1.17. From point A, located on a highway, this is a highway, one has to get by car as soon as possible to point B. This is the point B. So I have a car from point A, point B, I have to reach, but as soon as possible. It means minimum time. The point B located in the field at a distance L from the highway. So this point B is located at a distance L from the highway. Okay. This point B is in a field. It is known that the car moves in the field neta times slower than on the highway. So what is given that car is moving on this highway with velocity v. But in this field, car is not moving with velocity v. It is neta times slower. What is meaning? Neta times slower means neta into v or v by neta. So to make slow, it must be divided by v should be divided by neta. So the velocity on this part is v by neta. Okay. At what distance from D? At what distance from D, one must turn off the highway. So I have to calculate this distance. What is this distance? X, so that time should be minimum. Now I assume that from point A to point D, the total distance is capital D. So this distance is capital D minus X. Now I have to calculate the value of X for minimum time. So this is the question. I have to calculate the value of X so that A reaches to point B with minimum time. Now let us see that. Now you understand the question. Let us see this problem. This problem came out in JEE Main in 2018. A man in a car at location Q on a straight highway is moving with a speed V. He decided to reach a point P in a field at a distance D from the highway. As shown in the figure, a speed of the car in the field is half to that on the highway. So in this question, neta is given 2. What should be the distance Rm so that the time taken to reach point P is minimum? In JEE Main, this figure is given. Now, see, the same situation is given. A car is moving in this highway. Now take a turn and reaches at point P. This distance is given D. For minimum time, we have to calculate the distance Rm. So the same question is asked in JEE Main in 2011. Now I solve this question. So time taken from point A to point C is distance divided by speed. So the total time should be come out. This distance is d minus x divided by v. Now this is a right angle triangle. This is x and this is L. So this distance is under root x square plus L square. So time taken to reach from this point from point C to point B is distance by time. So it is equal to under root x square plus L square divided by V by neta. Okay. Now for minimum time, this is a equation. So the time has a function of both x and this is a root part. So for minimum time, differentiation of time with respect to x must be 0. Now let me differentiate this part. So this differentiation is dt by dx. V is constant and d is constant. So differentiation of constant is 0 and this is come out minus 1 by v plus neta by v. This is the constant root. So the differentiation of this part is 1 by 2 into 1 divided by under root x square plus L square. Now this differentiation is only for root part. Now inside the root there is x square, so we must differentiate this x square, and differentiation of x square is 2x. So this 2 will cancel out this 2. Now for minimum time this should be equal to 0. So this when come out it will become positive. 1 by v should be equal to neta by v into x divided by under root x square plus L square. Now v should be cancelled out with v, so under root x square plus L square should be equal to neta into x. So x square plus L square should be equal to neta square x square. It means that x square should be equal to L square divided by neta square minus 1. So x equal to L divided by under root neta square minus 1. So the distance x should be L divided by neta square minus 1. So this is my final answer.